put us in a box. Go ahead. That just gives us something to break out of. Because the next generation 2025 GMC Terrain Elevation is raising the standard of what comes standard. As far as expectations go, why meet them when you can shatter them? What we choose to challenge, we challenge completely. We are professional grade. Visit GMC.com to learn more.
Summer's here, and Nordstrom has everything you need for your best dress season ever. From beach days and weddings to weekend getaways and your everyday wardrobe. Discover stylish options under $100 from tons of your favorite brands like Mango, Skims, Princess Polly, and Madewell. It's easy too with free shipping and free returns, in-store order pickup, and more. Shop today in stores, online at Nordstrom.com, or download the Nordstrom app.
This is Optimal Relationships Daily. Why Getting Outside and Doing New Things Makes Your Kids Happy by Jay and Heather Harrington of lifeandwhim.com. When you live in northern Michigan, like we do, there is a strong sense of urgency when summer arrives. The season is short, so we try to pack in as much sun and fun as we can while we can. Judging by the throngs of people at the beach, on the trails, out riding bikes, and on boats in the region, we're not the only ones who have stepped away a bit from our offices and keyboards to soak in what summer has to offer. One of the most satisfying, and exhausting, aspects of all this summer fun has been watching our kids frolic in the great outdoors. They're wearing us out, but we wouldn't trade these days for anything, because we know that they are forming the most important moments that will matter over the course of our life together. Kids crave experiences over things, too. You've probably heard about the research that shows that adults derive more happiness from spending their money on experiences than they do on things. Unlike material possessions that are satisfying at first but quickly lose their luster, experiences get better over time. Thomas Gilovich, a psychology professor at Cornell University, conducted a study in which he asked people to report their happiness with major material or experiential purchases. Initially, people rated them about the same. Over time, however, their satisfaction with material objects decreased, while their satisfaction with experiences increased. Gilovich explains that our experiences become a much bigger part of our identities than our possessions. Quote, "You can really like your material stuff. You can even think that part of your identity is connected to those things. But nonetheless, they remain separate from you. In contrast, your experiences really are a part of you. We are the sum total of our experiences." End quote. It turns out that the same inclination toward experiences over things holds true for kids. According to a recent study conducted by Professor Cindy Chan from the University of Toronto, kids get much more out of an experience than they do from all of that stuff lining the toy store shelves that they clamor for, but quickly lose interest in. Research shows that memories born out of experiences form emotional anchors that give kids comfort during tough times. They promote brain development, and they help forge close bonds between family members. This research really resonates with us. There is no doubt that our kids are more content and get along better with each other, and with us, when they are experiencing new things, rather than playing with toys or watching TV at home. And it's not the size of the experience that matters. They seem to be as happy at a local beach as they are on a spring break trip to a new destination. In our experience, the biggest factor in planning an activity that we can all enjoy is making sure that it takes place outside. The desire for an outdoor lifestyle is what led us to move to Traverse City in the first place. We wanted to provide our 3 young girls with an upbringing that involved as much adventurous time spent in nature as possible. Over time, we've grown from a family that considered a trip to a local park an adventure to one that hikes and camps, fishes, and skis together. 3 simple ways to create more outdoor experiences together as a family. Spending more time outside as a family is great, but it's not always easy. With all of the alternatives available to them, kids often resist the idea of a boring afternoon exploring with their parents and siblings. And it's not always easy for parents to find the motivation or energy to pull things together for a family outing on the weekend. Here are a few ideas to help plan more fun, active time outside. Number 1. Schedule it. Time is precious, and feeling the pressure of trying to plan something fun and adventurous while time slips away on a Saturday morning is not a good way to start the weekend. Just as you plan your shopping list, spend 30 minutes during the week mapping out your outdoor family activities. That way, you can have a planned agenda, bags packed, and driving directions set in advance, so you and your family can get out the door and off to your adventure free of stress and full of anticipation. Number 2. Create something together. Some of the most rewarding time outside is spent building things with kids. For example, our girls look forward to planting a vegetable garden every spring, which pays outdoor dividends all summer as they feel responsibility to tend to the garden as well. We've also built sit spots with our kids, which are special places in the yard for them alone, and we love building fairy houses in the wooded trails near our house. Creating something doesn't require a table saw, ladder, and carpentry skills. It just means working with your kids on something simple outside that your kids care about and consequently will care for. Number 3. Schedule your own time. If you're motivated to raise kids that love the outdoors, you probably love the outdoors yourself. It's important, therefore, to schedule your own time for outdoor recreation. It's obviously more difficult to find that time once you have kids, but it's necessary in order to stay motivated while nurturing your family's love of nature. Plus, it's good for kids to see their parents hurtling down the trail on a mountain bike or cruising across the bay on a paddleboard. You just listened to the post titled, "Why Getting Outside and Doing New Things Makes Your Kids Happy" by Jay and Heather Harrington of lifeandwhim.com.
I think you're on mute.
Workday starting to sound the same?
I think you're on mute.
Find something that sounds better for your career on LinkedIn. With LinkedIn Job Collections, you can browse curated collections by relevant industries and benefits, like flex PTO or hybrid workplaces, so you can find the right job for you. Get started at linkedin.com/jobs. Finding where you fit. LinkedIn knows how.
With a Venmo debit card, you can Venmo more than just your friends. You can use your balance in so many ways. You can Venmo everything. Need gas? You can Venmo this. How about snacks? You can Venmo that. Your favorite band's merch? You can Venmo this. Or their next show? You can Venmo that. Visit venmo.me/debit to learn more.
You can Venmo this, or you can Venmo that. You can Venmo this, or you can Venmo that. You can Venmo.
The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A. pursuant to license by MasterCard International Incorporated. Card may be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted. Venmo purchase restrictions apply.
So what I loved about this article is I think what some people may dislike actually, and that is the idea of putting pure spontaneity to the side. And we talked a lot today about being very deliberate when it comes to fun, and many of us see fun as anything but that. They see fun as no thinking, no planning. And while there is certainly space for that, it's also true that the more we plan fun, or anything really, the more we're able to make the most of these opportunities, as well as holding ourselves accountable to make them happen, rather than saying something like, oh, work ended up getting in the way, I couldn't do it. Not to mention that this approach gives you and your children an opportunity to think in advance about what would be the most fun. So everyone has input, and everyone has a chance to think in advance about how to extract the most from the experience. All good things. And now, folks, the time has come, unfortunately. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope you will come back with me tomorrow where I will have another post for you. That's where your optimal life awaits.